So this leaf right here is from a tree called the big toothed aspen, and you can see it has a serrated toothed edge all the way around the leaf, and they're nice big teeth like that, and that's where it gets its name, big toothed aspen. It has a very close relative called the quaking aspen, and the quaking aspen has smaller teeth. Also, if we look over here, you can actually see the tree that this leaf probably came from. It's this tree right here. It has a kind of a grayish bark to it. Sometimes people confuse aspen trees with birch trees, and they're kind of related, but the aspen tree is, it's got more grayish color to the bark. And it's not white or yellow like a white birch or a yellow birch or a gray birch. They're also, birch and aspen are what we call pioneer species. They make very tiny seeds that are easily blown by the wind. So if there's an opening in the forest, I'm standing here in an area that's a sand pit that's being reclaimed, and trees like aspen and birch, the seed gets blown in on the wind, and they are some of the first trees to arrive on the scene and start to take over the forest. And over here you can see I have some small birch trees coming up. Those seeds were blown in on the wind, and actually has a few more birch trees over here. So the birch trees are those pioneer species. Also growing in here, we have a lot of this speckled alder. This is a speckled alder tree, and it's helping this sand pit to recover because speckled alder have nitrogen fixing bacteria that grow on their roots. And those nitrogen fixing bacteria live symbiotically with the tree, and they give the tree nitrogen, which is a nutrient that the trees need. And in this old sand pit, there's not a lot of nice soil on top and not a lot of organic matter because it was all dug away. When these alder trees come back in, they're able to survive because they can get their nitrogen from the nitrogen fixing bacteria instead of the soil. And they're another great pioneer species when you have an area that's been dug down like a sand pit. And if you look over here on the edge of this trail, this is all alder and birch. The alder and birch pioneer species are moving in, and they're starting to reclaim this soil, which used to be a town sand pit.